Okie dokie, people. Alright. And we're good to go. How's it going, people? This is Super Mario 3D Land, and this is gonna be part 2 of this nostalgia replay of this game. It was, I believe, as of the recording of this is the last 3D Mario game that I have not streamed yet. Although I can't be 100% sure of that. But let's think. I did Mario 64, I did Mario Sunshine, Galaxy 1, Galaxy 2, Odyssey, 3D World, Bowser's Fury. What else is there? I guess Super Mario 64 DS I didn't stream, but this plays like shit because it's only D-pad, so that might not be super cool to play. That might not feel very good to play. And then I guess there's just this one. I can't think of another 3D Mario game out there at the moment. Trying to think of every single console I 64 there was only one. Hey Monica, how's it going? How are you feeling today? Me, I woke up an hour ago, a little over an hour ago, after my night shift, so, well, a bit tired, but in good spirits otherwise, just finished having lunch. And feeling ready to go. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, N64, yeah, there was only one game, GameCube there was only one. We had two when I did these, Wii U had one and I did that one. Yeah, I think, yeah, that's about all the 3D Mario games that I can think of. You woke up just now? Ah. What time did you go to sleep? To only get up now.
Picture play.
Me, I came home at 6, or a little after 6 a.m., so it makes sense, but I don't know for you. Kinda tired, but good? Ah, that's good to hear. My controller does not work. Excuse me? 2 or 3? Oh, that's a little sleep. That's a little sleep. Okay, we'll be good to go in a moment.
Let's go.
Boom, 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 boom. You like sleep? Well, I like it too, when I can have it. Ah! Stuck. Ah! Not off to a good start. Yeah, I was gonna say I can hear a coin. No, Mario! No, get out of there! Too fast for me. Rip! Come on, Mario, I saved you. Oh yeah, by the way, on the job yesterday, some of the stuff that I had to control were, again, fake Mario keychains, kind of like the Luigi I got, except they had a W on their hat this time. So they were like, well, I can't say Wario, because they were Mario with the W cap, so I don't know what that would qualify as. The Mario? He's the other hidden brother, I guess. I should have taken pictures actually. Because I thought I had seen everything, but not quite, I guess. Wamio? Yeah, something like that. Boom, boom. Not good, really. Ah! I can't control this thing. Wamuigi. Well, they were Mario. For some reason, all these fake keychains always come with a little, like, strap with them that says lucky for whatever reason. The one my brother got me at the fair has that around it too. And these had that as well. I don't know why. Is that a new fashion out there? I don't know. Hold on, because I need the mouse right next to me so I can go through the touch screen. Well, this is not good. Oh, there's a little ledge down there. Oh, okay. Hello. Yes. Let's try to do it better. Boom, boom. Damn, she's good. Oh boy, I'm gonna need all the help I can get. It used to say a lot. I feel like this really shouldn't be that complicated. Uh-oh. No. Why do I have to suck so much? Boom, boom. It's not enough space. I only had to hit her one more time. What should I do? Go back out and try to get some items? There's only one item in the level. I guess I'm not gonna do much better than that. Ah! Why did it have to blow up in my face in midair? Problem is, the taller you are, and the easier the target you are.
Yahoo!
Yahoo! Boom boom, yeah, we know. In the Philippines, this would be highly inappropriate. Aww. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. Because boom boom is synonymous with sexual intercourse in the Philippines. So basically, she would be offering me sexual intercourse. You'd be like, hey Mario, let's get down. Down and dirty. Come on. Come on, don't fail, don't fail. But I'm still not hit. Stop saying that. Look at me do it without a single mistake. And now I did it flawlessly. It's the power of the boom boom, baby. Ah yeah, he looks up when there's an invisible block. Or more, I guess. But that's interesting. Don't know if I ever noticed that before. Well, with that, we made it through.
Woohoo!
2 more days to go of this heat.
Oh.
27 degrees in the apartment. Okay, Peach. But she's never put in a cage or anything, so she's constantly trying to escape. Someone teach them abduction 101. You don't let your prisoner run around freely. What, so I have to get down there? Oh. Okay, here we go. There's a coin somewhere around here. I can hear it. There may be a passage behind these boxes. Okay, I thought so. You know what? Well, maybe I do need it. To get rid of these, yeah. Could probably have gone through that pipe earlier. This one's a dead end? Yeah, okay, it's a dead end. Okay, let's see what we have down there. Point number 3. Is this the way forward? I thought it was where that flag was before. I thought it was that way. Never mind. Come back here, you! Alright. So I'll go back for that pipe. Because I'm curious, I want to know what's in it. Ah, I can't! Ah, well. I already got the 3 coins, so it probably wasn't anything too important. Is the exit down that way? Probably not. Where's the way forward then? Or down that way? No, not really. Yeah, that only let me get that thing. Or straight up? Oh! Okay, no, my mistake. Don't I feel silly now? Problem now is that I don't have a Tanuki suit anymore. Oof, I still got it. Wasn't sure I was gonna make it.
Woohoo!
Let's go.
World 7-2.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Don't think that does anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
How would you even deal with that without taking any damage? Whoa, no, 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 no! Oh, how did I survive that?
Yeah.
I don't think I was meant to survive that. Nice save indeed, yeah. Although that was just a fluke. Yeah, it would have been surprising if there wasn't anything hidden back there. Nah, yeah, I should have known that I wouldn't make it. It's difficult enough as it is without the Tanuki suit, but with those tilting platforms, that makes it even tougher. Oh.
Let's go.
I'm melting! I'm turning into goop.
Let's play. Let's go.
I need Tanuki suit. Feeling lucky that it's pretty chill today. Chill as in... Like it's a quiet day, or you mean it's not that hot for you over in Denmark? In what sense? 18? How much is it here? 31 or something like that outside? 29. But it's only 1 p.m. Well, a little bit over, well, half past 1, shall we say. So it will get hotter. Wahoo! Okay. Back to World 7. So this one I got the flagpole, this one I didn't.
Wow.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're not trying to collect any special coins or anything, this level is nothing special really. Especially with the Tanuki suit.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You just gotta have a little bit of patience. There's water condensing on the outside of my glass and just dripping down on me. Because it's so much hotter in the room than the temperature of the drink. What just happened? I didn't mean to go out. I've actually, no. I already have items. I should save that for when I really need one. And I don't want to have to go back to World 1 to get any.
Let's go.
Yeah. Woohoo! Woohoo!
And no giant coin. Ah, there's one here. Like that, I suppose.
Yeah.
2 coins. Ah, there's a toad. Where is he? Ah! But I don't need these! If anything, that's worse. Bunch of jerks. But I saw that the coin was on the way up. And there it was. Ah, crud. No, 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 no! Oof. Okay, I wasn't right under it. Do I really need the Tanuki suit for this one? If I need it and I don't use it, I'm gonna regret it, but the other way around as well. Ha! Well, I think it's feasible. Okay, good. That way I keep the leaf for the next level. Okay, this one. 7-4.
Let's go.
Oh, we haven't had this piece of music yet. Pick the fuck. Yeah, there's a giant coin. I can't see very well where I'm supposed to go, though. Wait a second. Trying to use the walls to... there we go. No, never mind. Thought I might not be able to reach it if I had already taken out the Monty Mole. Gonna run out out of time. Risky. I can see the flagpole. Da, da. My estimation was off. Well, at least I know where to go to look for the coin. It's a good thing this one doesn't move. No, patience, Rudy, patience. Hi, okay. Whoa! Almost missed it. I'd rather not risk it. Yeah, make sure you take breaks so you don't get tired. I'm already tired. Way ahead of you, bro. I was wondering if the clock maybe... Wait a minute. Does it actually tell the time based on what time it is on the 3DS? No, probably not, right? Maybe I'm reading way too much into this. Nah. No, it's not minutes it's counting. I don't know what it's counting, but it's not minutes.
Wow.
That would have been a nice touch, though.
Go.
Ouch. But I thought it was just gonna cut. Yeah, but I guess the two were connected, so it makes sense that both would fall at the same time, but didn't think the game would follow that logic, though. It's not that hard, though. We're only halfway through the game. It can't be this hard. Yeah, watch out. No. Oof. But now what do I do? I'm gonna die anyway because I needed a couple seconds to realize what I had just done. That save, and it amounted to nothing because in the end I couldn't even progress. Mario is very floaty in this game. Kinda wish he wasn't. I believe I died in exactly the same spot. Not really solved per se, no, not yet. I have not reached that level yet. Which pieces are gonna remain? Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I really like that mechanic though. It can be a bit tough to apprehend, but they had really good ideas for this game, I must say.
Woohoo! Wow.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess. Wait, the coin. Shouts. Should I try going down that pipe?
Yahoo!
Oh, that's the boss already? Oh no! I wasn't supposed to go that way yet. There was a coin left. Ah, well. Gives me a chance to go back for that coin, I guess, but I have to restart the whole level, though. And that's not nearly as cool. But at least I know to not go in that pipe. Thought it was gonna be for something optional, not the actual exit. Whoa. Thought I was gonna miss a platform. I believe I got hit in just about the same spot the first time. Whoa, how did I not die here? Don't go in it. Just yet. Okay. And then let's give ourselves the best chance. Boom, boom. Ah, no. Now watch me fail the flagpole since I don't have the 10-piece suit. Yeah, I was gonna say, but there's also a chance that I won't even make it through the boss, but... Well... I may have jinxed myself a little... thinking such things. But I still need the third coin, which I will have to wait for. Alright, there we go. No! Oh gosh. But actually, now would be a good time to go back for that item. Let's go. Well, I'll keep the fire flower anyway. I like those Mario games where you can really mash these question mark blocks for points like that. Like there's almost no speed limit to it. It's just down to how fast you can mash the button. It feels very satisfying. It must trigger a response in the brain or something. You watch out, Rudy. Watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. And this time I did it. You better watch out. You better watch out. You better watch out. What is that a meme or something? I don't know. There must be a reference there that I'm not getting. As is often the case, sadly.
Yeah.
Depressingly so. Yeah, pretty old.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. Woo. Woo. Woo.
Alright, here goes nothing.
Woo.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Them dank memes.
Woo.
Oh geez, 27.5 degrees now. It only keeps going up. I was away all night yesterday, so I didn't dare leaving my windows open when I wasn't at the apartment. So I couldn't even cool the place down overnight. Excuse me.
You better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out, you better watch out.
Okay, yeah, it's a short. It's really short, I guess. Okay. Okay, thanks. What's going on now? Okay. Like this. It's an old vine. Ah, ooh, vines. Is that even still a thing? Or has that been completely replaced by TikTok these days? Fine. I've forgotten about that.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it. What? What did I say? Did I somehow utter a... Does your t-shirt say sex on it? It says Sex Pistols, alright? Don't get your panties in a bunch, quite literally. Hi Morgan, how's it going? How are you feeling today? No, like, I don't even think about it. Oh, okay. Thought maybe what I had just said was sacrilege or something. Could I just run? Feeling too hot? Well, I am 2 seconds away of going shirtless because it's super hot in here and I can't stand it anymore. I can't be taking showers like 10 times a day to wash away the stickiness every 5 minutes or something. Vine is dead, but it'll forever remain in my heart. Oh, I can imagine, yeah. Ah! Fucking hell. Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
When it's really hot, it makes my anxiety worse. You have anxiety, Morgan? This is a safe place. So, please don't get anxious. That's probably not helping, but at least I can try. Yeah, often. Well, I'm sorry to hear that you have to deal with that. Did I miss something? I'll go look for a coin first, I guess. Ah, ooh! Watch out, Rudy. Ah, there's a coin. Number 2. Hey, what's that? Okay. So apparently that's a thing. I don't like not seeing where I'm going. It reminds me of childhood trauma with Crash Bandicoot. Excuse me, I feel the same. One thing I found that sometimes helps, mints. It feels like I can breathe much better. I am genuinely saddened that you have to have these anxiety bouts. That's really sad. Ah, I didn't get the top of the flagpole. I'm gonna have to play it again.
Let's go.
Yeah, sure. Speaking of drinks, actually, I swear to you, this is unbearable. It's just too hot in here. It's absolutely horrible. Remember to keep hydrated, yeah. Yeah, one of my colleagues yesterday sent me a message saying he was dehydrated and couldn't come to work, actually, because, well, he didn't keep hydrating. Ah! Well, if it did get me, I would have been pretty pissed because it would have been completely my fault. Those damn physics! But wait a second, if I don't try to get the top of the flagpole with the cannon, there's no way I can get it. There's nothing to help me up the flagpole in this level. Okay, well I may be overshooting it by aiming higher, but... Never mind. That was perfect. Spot on! Well, I knew that aiming for that little golden sphere at the top was not high enough, so I just went a little higher and it was spot on.
Let's go.
I really like the fact that these enemies look like little purses. Little coins. Alright, I was approved for special support in my school. What does that mean? Monica, if you don't mind explaining. Oh. Hello. Ah, well, I should have known that I would screw up. Just like with everything else in life. Oh, that was too much. Went too far. I kind of don't want to waste that Tanuki suit if I can help it. And there we go. If I had the Tanuki suit, I might have survived. I get someone who can help me plan out things for my days, help me if I'm not feeling well mentally, and basically just someone I can talk to and it can help me with all sorts of things. And that's nice. I mean, if this is something that you're struggling with, then yeah. I can imagine it making a big difference. Shall really keep hydrated? Yeah, I'm trying, Quillix. Hi there. Okay. Nice buff, yeah. I missed the top of the flagpole. I gotta play it again. We'll help you level up. I want to take off that shirt. I'm gonna die here. It's just too hot, man.
Go.
You like the Nintendo DS more? But it didn't have an exclusive 3D Mario game on it, though. No one wants to see that. I don't want to scare people away. Yeah, but that was a 2D game. That was not really a 3D Mario game, was it? I want to see it. But you're the only one who does. Everyone else is just gonna throw up. Clearly someone does. I want to see it too. What's gotten into you people? It's the heat! They're losing their minds! Why is it that all the nicest people in the world are on the internet and not in real life? Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I got it this time. It's the heat. Quick, everyone get naked. Woohoo! Yeah, but I can't see you guys. That's the thing. Only you would benefit. Not me. Oh, never mind. But I had left the sound of the TV turned on. Okay, never mind. World 8-3. Details. Yeah, they're not so unimportant to me. I don't want to be reported to Twitch. You will feel better. That's certainly true, but... Nude party at Rudy's house. You guys are welcome to join anytime you like. Is there one Bitcoin? Actually, I am not wearing much already. Well, that's what I would do too if I didn't run the risk of losing my Twitch channel. There we go. Okay. Already getting in the mood, Rudy. Oh, okay. Wahoo! Okay, let's wait. Yeah, actually, streaming this game on 3DS has reminded me that I should probably try to stream Legend of Zelda: Link Between Worlds at some point. I don't think you would. You just have to make sure you don't. Well, what? That I don't what? If anyone chooses to report me, there's not much I can do. Okay. Well, this level went by fast. The ghost house.
Let's go.
Let's go. You just have to make sure you don't take your t-shirt off on camera because they consider it stripping. Who here would report you though? You never know who's watching. Someone really pissed and on a mission to report any dudes doing on camera what girls are not allowed to do on Twitch. Such people exist, I'm sure. People who have nothing better to do with their time. But yeah, the stripping thing, that's actually a good point. That might be what would trigger it, if anything. I didn't think of it actually, but you're very right. Shame they couldn't just use the orchestrated version of these tracks from Galaxy. Well, let's hope I can catch up to it. Okay. Coins, I suppose. I forgot actually that these platforms only move because you're on it. I'm not sure I want that. No! I lost my Tanuki suit. I didn't want that to happen. Oh well, I'll get a new one, I suppose. Good. Whoa, that's a bit risky. There's the third coin. Leave me alone, you guys. Does everyone know the story of how the Boo was designed? It's quite the interesting story. Well, it's a short story. It's not very detailed or anything, but... it's an interesting concept, shall we say. Sorry, Wait a second. Wait, what? I saw it. Ah, okay, never mind. The chat scrolled back up for some reason. Or wear a tank top? I missed that message earlier because it didn't scroll for whatever reason. Yeah, sorry. I don't have any... there's a story about it. So yeah, apparently it's the... yeah, it doesn't scroll. Do you have ice cream, Rudy? Yes, I do, but it might be a bit tricky to eat it while holding the controller. Yeah, I may have to restart this app because it's not scrolling like it should, and this is pretty annoying. Yeah, so the story is that the guy who designed the Boo actually designed the behavior of the Boo after his own wife, apparently, because when he would get home late from work, sometimes she would have a completely different mood or something like that. So the Boo, like, hiding his face, and when Mario has his back turned or something, chasing after him or something like that, that's kind of designed after the wife of the guy who designed the Boo or something like that. I don't have all the details in memory anymore, but that's kind of what it is. Yeah, there's something wrong. Hold on. I'm gonna try to fix this if I can. I won't be able to see the chat for a few seconds. No, not Steam. Streamlabs. No, not install. I don't want to uninstall it. It's complicated. God, this is so annoying. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. I have the program on my computer! Windows. Why won't you just launch the app that's on my computer? No, I gotta back out of this thing. Go here, back out of this thing, and show my desktop to everyone. Okay, sure enough, there you go. There, you're pissing me off. Alright, just a second. Rudy, excuse me, Mush. Okay, Monica said, that sounds interesting. And it is. You have 140 lives. Did you cheat? No, it's just how many I've saved up playing up to this point. Kombawa, Rudy-san. Kombawa, Mushi-san. Rudy is a Sex Pistol. Indeed. I am offended by your t-shirt you are wearing. Take it off. The one, Mush. Yep. Indeed, indeed. Alright, well, hopefully I can have a look at the chat now. Alright, hopefully it will work without any issues. There we go, we can continue playing. Well, alright. Look, I'm feeling way too hot. So, don't get too excited, please. Don't report me. All sticky. Alright, mock all you want now. But I'm too hot. I just can't stand it. And I didn't get the flagpole, of course I didn't. And this fan is not doing much. I need it closer to me, that's the thing. I still feel just as sticky though. That's probably not gonna get solved anytime soon. No, but seriously, this heat is unbearable. Not joking. 27.5 at the moment. But there's sunlight coming through the large windows that I have that are oriented to the south, where the sun is shining from, so yeah. And it's not like I can open the window because the air is just hotter outside, so paint yourself green and green screen it out. not a bad idea, actually. I can feel the fan a bit better now, though. Without any exaggeration, this is helping. Well. Okay. Honestly, if girls in bikinis can stream in a hot tub or by the pool, I don't see why a man can't stream shirtless. I should be wearing a bikini, I guess. Need to buy some tank tops, methinks. Yeah, I suppose so. Twitch terms of service is kind of unclear. Yeah, I suppose so. If it benefits them, I don't think they care. Yeah, probably. It's all about the monies, I guess. OMG, he's shirtless, yeah. And I lost my Tanuki suit. Of course I did. Should have stored it. Silly me. You know what? Really needs to buy a bikini. That's it. It's doing it again. I need to scroll manually the chat just to be able to see it. Really, hot tub stream announced? I don't have a hot tub. It's okay, Twitch. He's sitting by the pool right now. Why isn't it scrolling the chat automatically? Well, it's hiding a line every time. He needs a Speedo. Change the game to hot tub. And why did I lose something here? Okay, there we go. Why can't I... Crying out loud. Okay, there we go. I'm probably gonna fail it again. I knew I wasn't gonna make it. Ah, good. Progress. Woohoo! Ba-da-ba-ba, ba-da-da-da-ba. Let's go.
Let's go.
8-5. Freaking Goomba! I bounced off of it and landed too far. Are you Mario's new VA? To be honest, fucking hell. To be honest, I haven't even really been following the whole Super Mario Wonder thing because I don't want anything spoiled. So I haven't really been paying attention to the new voice. So I don't know if it's good or not, or how different it sounds. I'm out of the loop. There's a new game, yes, Super Mario Wonder, coming out on Switch, well, in a couple months, I think? Or is it next month? I can't recall. Next month, I think. All I know is Charles is stepping down. I don't know anything else, really. Is Wonder already the new VA? I'm also out of the loop. I believe it is. No, it's not Chris Pratt. I don't know who it is, but it's not Chris Pratt. It's next month. Yeah, okay. Chris Pratt was a horrible choice for the movie. I didn't see it in English in the theaters, so I actually don't know. I thought the French guy did a reasonable job of it. But then Mario never speaks French usually, so maybe that kind of keeps expectations in check. Great actor, but not for Mario. The movie was fine, honestly. Yeah, I thought it was fine. I enjoyed it. Usually they're dubbed. They will have, if it's in the theaters, well, in the cinema, they will have like maybe one showing out of 4 being with subtitles with the original voices in English if it's an English language movie or whatever other language it's supposed to be. But most of the time, and most people will watch their movies dubbed. Not me. I prefer the original voices if I can get them. But in the case of Mario, I couldn't go late at night at the time at which they were showing it with subtitles. They were showing it with subtitles at a time when kids would typically not go because kids would not want to watch it with subtitles, if that makes sense. I enjoyed the movie. I would have enjoyed it less if I had to endure the real Mario voice for almost 2 hours. Charles does a great voice for Mario, but for long segments, it really doesn't work. Yeah, I guess so. Mario shouldn't talk too much. Yeah, I kind of agree. For example, there was like a 30-minute video of Mario introducing the 3DS a few years back, and it wasn't easy to consume. I don't recall that. Actually, this reminds me, my 2 terabyte external hard drive was corrupted not that long ago, and I used a piece of software to salvage all the data that was on it, but all the files were random names instead of telling me what it is. So I had to, I'm in the process of going back through all the files that I salvaged from this, and I salvaged old Cube 3 podcasts from back in the day, like the launch of the 3DS and the launch of the Wii U, for example, and re-listening to these. That was kind of interesting. With our voices from way back then. Yeah, I still have some of these on. Well, I had some of these still on my hard drive, and well, I guess I still have them to this day. Should have been a Silent Hero. Yeah, I guess. Ah! I slipped off. Okay, I believe, yeah, there was a coin in here. Show yourself. Okay, don't mess up, Rudy. And I messed up again. Goodbye, my friend, I messed up again. I'm going to prison, I'm up to the pen. I'm scared. But I was trying to jump over it. What was I supposed to do? Duck under it? Wait. I don't think the game keeps track of whether or not you use that help. Well, whatever. You think it does? Because I've completed levels before with it, and at least the stage select screen did not show anything in particular. But I honestly don't know. Wait a minute, am I invincible? Oh, I am? Yes, it's the same for me. It's been just as long since I last played it, so... Oh, okay, you're invincible. Well, I know that after you exit the level, well, you lose the invincibility effect. You only keep the Tanuki suit. Yeah, there we go. I don't think it shows anything on the... Well, it shows the 3 coins, and it shows the golden flagpole, but... I don't know if it keeps track of it. So I have no idea. I don't know. Whoa. It's a blarg. I think they're called blargs. If they are the same enemies as in Super Mario World. Wait a sec. Okay. Speaking of Super Mario World, actually, I plugged back my Super Nintendo the other day, since I bought an upscaler for my TV, so I could plug in my old consoles. That was an interesting experience. I discovered one of my cartridges doesn't work anymore, too. I don't know why. These things aren't supposed to die normally. And now I'm kinda glad that I have one of my N64s modded for RGB. Okay, the only thing it does is prevent the save file stars from sparkling. Oh. But how would you know? But I mean, once you've used it once, it's already too late. You can't like complete again those same levels on which you used it, like the legit way, and get rid of that effect. Well, how does that work? Okay, yeah, I'm not focused. If you complete the level again without the Tanuki suit, you can retrieve the sparkle. Yeah, but how would you know which ones they are, though? That's what I found through searching online. I believe it must be true if you say it. I trust your expertise. there was nothing that way. I can remember something like that too, at least. Quite possible. Weirdly enough, I remember this level. Like, seeing the blargs coming towards you like this, it's triggering a memory. Actually, it's bugging me now. Let me look it up, just see if I can find the information. How do you know... How do you tell which level you used the white Tanuki suit on in Super Mario 3D Land? If you use the white Tanuki leaf, then the level you used it on should have a score of 0 despite being completed. Or so it says. Or is that about Super Mario 3D World? It's in 3D World. But maybe it's the same here, I don't know. Do they have... You remember these Boomerang Brothers? Or maybe it's the score coin that's 0, I don't know. Because I don't recall 3D World having scores at all, so... Because that could probably be easily fixed, I guess. I haven't been using these Tanuki suits so many times. Okie dokie, Yamash. Yeah, sure enough, the goal is here. Is there anything I should notice? Well, there's the third coin. Wait a second. What? How are you supposed to get that coin? Yeah, actually, now these Boomerang Brothers, I do remember them as well. Because they're just after the checkpoint. And I do remember having to fight these guys multiple times. Yeah, but that coin with the boomerang, of course. That's how you're supposed to get it. I'm gonna have to do it again, unfortunately. But you know what? I'm not using it. I'm gonna have to replay the level later without it. If I had remembered immediately, actually, that I was in for a penalty, for using them. Oh, you can jump on the boomerangs. Welcome back, Mush. Would forcing it a little bit here, but the cage. Princess! Congratulations, you beat the game. Not. It's a cardboard cutout. Oh, princess! You are much thinner than I remember.
Mamma mia!
Yeah, Mario, you're only halfway there. Surprise, surprise! No battery, gotta go. Okie dokie, Colix. Okie dokie! Take care of yourself. Have a good one, mate. Yeah! I got it. Oof. Wow, we're halfway there. Yay! Make sure you take breaks so that you don't get tired. Way ahead of you, game. Way ahead of you. Okay. World 8-6. Okay. How does that work again? I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm going back to check. No, I don't think this game tells you about the white Tanuki suit. Whether you used it or not. Which one did I use it on again? No, it was on World 8. I used it to complete this one. Or this one. Yeah, it might have been this one, yeah. I wish I still had my laptop so you were on the bigger screen. Ah, yeah, that's true. You're having issues with your laptop, didn't you say? Yeah, it was 8-5, but I don't see any difference, sadly. You sure the thing with the sparkly things is not in Super Mario World? Because when I was the 3D World, because when I looked up for 3D Land, it gave me a result for 3D World. Wait a minute. No, I bet this result here is for 3D World again. It's feeding me results for 3D World despite the fact that I say 3D Land. Like, every result it's showing me is for 3D World and not 3D Land. I should probably put it in double quotes or something to force the result to be about 3D Land. Okay, excuse me. This is the Mario Wiki. I guess it was just 3D World. I'm not sure. Okay. Luigi's version is named White Kitsune Luigi. Yeah. In both cases, the format grants the user permanent invincibility and can be obtained using an invincibility leaf. History. 3D Land. Okay. Uh-huh. No, it says here about 3D Land that if the player makes an assist block appear in any normal world level, then the completion stars on their save file will not sparkle. The assist block will vanish if the player completes the level without the form. Yeah, no, it is in 3D Land, but then it doesn't say how you can tell which levels you've used it on, though. If the player makes an assist block appear in any normal world level, then the completion stars on their save file will not sparkle. But that's what I was reading, actually. Yeah, that's the page I was reading. Okay, let me, yeah, you sent something else that I still have to read. Yeah, if you see the Super Tanuki leaf, so I guess it's already too late for me. Okay, what we were saying, it's for Mario 3D Land. If Mario or Luigi loses 5 lives in a skipped normal world level, an assist block containing an invisibility leaf will appear. The block emits a tone to alert him of its presence. If Mario takes the invincibility leaf, he will become White Tanuki, etc, etc, etc. Yeah, okay, yeah. Uh-huh. If you die more than 5 times in the level, it's a rip. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna worry too much about it then. And to tell you the truth, I probably didn't do it on 3DS at the time because I wasn't aware that that was a thing. I just focused on trying to get the gold flagpoles and the coins, and that's good enough for me, I guess. Not gonna lose any more hairs about it. Nah, it's not a big deal. Ah! Bummer. Hey, Ruhi, summer's here. Indeed it is. full boom or full blown or however you want to say that. It's way too hot. Still haven't seen a coin yet. Too late. Is it me or is there something off with the mic audio? Nope, it's me. Depends. Depends in what sense. Depends what you find off. If it's because it sounds a little bit more echoey, that's the new microphone I'm using, sadly. It picks up the echo of the room more than the little one I had on the headset microphone that I was using before. If really it's too close to the mic, it sounds off, otherwise it's fine. Why? There's distortion, maybe. Because normally it picks less echo when I am closer to it. I missed 2 already? Oh. Wow, that's harsh. Well, at least I got rid of the flagpole. Something I won't have to worry about. Also, the little round dragon thing sounds like my cat, Jack, when he's trying to talk with a raspy meow. The little round dragon thing? What, the floating dragon heads? I'm not sure which ones you mean.
Let's go.
I've not been paying attention to the sound effects. Blue dragon thing. Wait a second. Yeah, I should have known. Should have realized. Well, that's number 1. Could it be that the coin is around this block? And if I keep rotating it, it will show? I don't... Ah, this thing! Yeah, it kind of meows, I guess. Ah, there's the coin. You must have good ears because I had not even noticed the sound effects playing through it earlier. And I've got the music of the game and the sound effects going full volume through the headset I'm wearing. And I still couldn't hear it. Okay, well. Gotta get it again. It's because it sounds like Jack, so I thought it was near me. Ah, okay. Yeah, okay. I cannot unhear it now. Just hope I don't die. It made you look around to find him before I realized it was from the game, okay. But I had this instance recently playing Resident Evil Village where there was a sound effect of dripping water in the game coming through the headset, and I thought it was coming from somewhere in the room around me, and I was like, what's going on? Or that maybe it was raining outside, but no, it was just coming from the game.
Woohoo!
It's some indoors, basement-like areas in particular. No, I think it's after this one that we will truly have reached the halfway point of the game. Because we're still technically on 2 good headphones. Kinda. It's a shame that there is too much delay with the Bluetooth of the TV because I would like to use them wireless, but I can't. The lag is just too much. If you're playing a video on the TV, it will compensate for it, I suppose, by delaying the video as well so it all syncs up, but for games, it's just not good enough. Oof. Oof. I seem to recall another level, kind of like this one, or is it this one that I had in mind that I do remember struggling with quite a lot? My coin! Give me my coin! I would guess the Bluetooth version of your TV is using is a little older. It's 5.0, I think. It's not an old TV. It highly depends on your headphones and your TV and the combination of both, and it would be practically impossible to find one that has a... Because on Android, my Android phone uses an older version of Bluetooth, and I get less lag there. It's because TVs typically use different Bluetooth protocols than handheld devices, apparently. And some protocols have more lag than others. Yeah, because I looked into it before buying my headset. And I wanted one that had at least a wired option. That you could use wired at the very least, so that if it turned out that it did not play nicely with my TV, well, at least I had that thing to fall back on. Ah, there we go. Whoa. Okay. What's the best Mario game to buy on Switch? It depends. You're talking platform games? Because the remake of Super Mario RPG coming out soon, well, that's one of my favorite Mario games of all time, so... The remake would probably be all the way up there, I suppose. In terms of platform games, well, Odyssey is my favorite. I don't know why some people seem to think that it's not a very good 3D Mario game. For me, it's the best, but that's my personal opinion. And apparently, it's not a very popular opinion to have. Odyssey, if you want something that was made with the Switch in mind, yeah. 3D World is good too, I guess. But I do prefer the more open-ended design of Odyssey over the 3D World. The only one I played was Luigi's Mansion. If we're counting like spin-offs and stuff like that, Luigi's Mansion 3 is excellent. It is also one of my favorite Switch games, so... It's a tough call, really. Tough question. Odyssey was so interesting, though. And then Paper Mario the Origami King was also kind of cool. I liked it. But I wouldn't say it's the best, though. It's certainly good. But not the best for me. Yeah, they do different things, that's true. I think Odyssey has more variety. Yeah. 3D World is like a 2D Mario game in 3D, just like 3D Land is. 3D World is very much an extension of the one that you're looking at right now. Olivia turning into different things was pretty fun. Yeah, but and the humor of the Paper Mario games is usually spot on, so... It's too much! It's too much to deal with. It's too difficult. From the beginning, each time. No, I don't want that block. Well, look, it's already there, so... I would have lost already. I'm not gonna make it. Yeah, it is frustrating, and I do remember it now. Going into the game, this is just about the only level I could remember. One with something on rails. Really frustrating that I had to restart many, many times. Well, actually, you know what? The white Tanuki suit, I should definitely use it. I mean, I've already screwed up at this point, so... I was gonna miss the coin! I was gonna miss the coin. Well, if I can't even get the block... Oh, look. Pop in. Whee! Wow, 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 wow. They even put the thing that's supposed to help you in a frustrating spot. How are you supposed to get this? Feel like the lack of 3D also makes it more difficult, actually. It is true that this game really did have level designs that have stereoscopic 3D in mind to gauge the distance with certain things. They were really riding on the stereoscopic 3D wave, I should say, Nintendo, at the time when this game released, trying to really show off the technology. Later on in the life of the system, they didn't even include 3D in some of their games. It was more of an afterthought. Well, you could save performance by not using 3D and make your games prettier that way, and since few people use 3D at all, as the novelty effect when the system came out. Point number 2. What? What does that sound? It didn't make that sound before, did it? I don't think. Ah! I was there. No! But come on! See what those hundreds of lives are for. That's what they're for. I know it does make that sound effect, I guess, sometimes. Wait a minute, what? A P-Wing? Really, nigga? It lets you fly to the gold pole if you want to use it. Good quality entertainment, at least. Wait, what? I don't remember that item. Do I want that? No, because I can't collect the coins then. I don't remember it either. For some reason. It's possible that because this is a later revision of the game, this is something that they added in later. Hey, something something, how is it going in Belgium? Why... hi? Why that name, though? Can you say something that a bot wouldn't say? I need to confirm something. Well, whatever. You're an old subscriber on YouTube? Ah, okay. Yeah, that might explain a few things then. This is not the name I usually go by these days. Let me try again. Yeah, it's kind of old. I think I switched over like 10 years ago or something. But then again, my YouTube channel is quite old, so there's that. What is it that, what's his name again? I can't remember what he says, and I can't remember his name. Elrond. What does he say when he speaks of the War for the Ring? I was there 2,000 years ago? Is that what he says, or something like that? I guess I could say that about you too. I was there early on. For fuck's sake, I can't even get that leaf. I saw man fail. And now I'm seeing me fail. Ah, okay, good. I want to go to the divided town in Belgium, Netherlands. A divided town? Which town is that? I can't think of a town that's divided in two. Oh, and also to answer your question about how's it going in Belgium, it's going hot. Really hot. Feels like I'm in a oven at the moment. Up north on the border to Netherlands. Yeah, I would imagine it would be on the Flanders side of Belgium, but I still can't quite see which town it is. What's that, Monica? Excuse me. I was there 3,000 years ago. Yeah. Thank you, Monica. Excuse me. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's please not fail. If we can help it. Well, it was no more complicated than that. No. It's not in this one that you can put these out. Yeah! Yeah, they hadn't introduced Captain Toad in this one yet. His footsteps make a watery sound. Splashy sound, I guess. I really like the some of the effects. What's that? Barrel Hertog, it's called in Belgium, as you're a three-language nation. If you traveled up to the Dutch side, will they understand French in the store? Probably not, no. Unlikely. That sparkly sound is the suit. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the suits making it. It sounds like there's a star from Super Mario 64 above you. Yeah, kinda. Peach. They took away the white Tanuki suit, I guess. Mario! Wait. Oof. Just find it intriguing how Belgium and Switzerland are multiple language nations. I'm in the UK and we are a four-country country. Yes, Scottish and Welsh, I guess. Or, no, well, how do you say that? Oh gosh, how do you call that again? Gaelic? Gaelic, I guess. Gaelic, Welsh, maybe Scottish as a dialect, I suppose. It's just that they're all pretty much dead now. Okay, he has to destroy it himself. Scottish Gaelic is dead. Welsh is still going. Welsh is still going, yeah. At least in some people. I don't know in the younger generation, but as far as I know, it's still going. There's Scottish Gaelic, Irish Gaelic, Welsh. If you want to go that way, it's not really French that should be spoken in Belgium, it's Walloon, but well. I spoke it with my grandma, still speak it on occasion with my parents. I use it when I swear, but beyond that, I don't use it much. It is also something that's, well, dead. Whoa, okay. I'll look at the chat in a minute. Walloon and Flanders. No, it's Wallonia, the name of the region, and Walloon is the name of the language. I can imagine a Dutch person moving down to the French side of Belgium. Some of them do, just because, well, especially the region where I'm from, because it's a lot of nature. It's a very hilly terrain, lots of forests. So some people like it for the peace and quiet. But it's not a very convenient region to live in because, well, you get no public transport, so you basically have to own a car to get around. You get bad internet, not much in the way of civilization. If you're a city person, it's probably not for you. Similar in Japan too, the different dialects are more than just accents. Yeah, my family are all Irish and Scottish. Morgan, I bet you have a lovely accent. I actually like the Scottish accent. Difficult to understand for me as a foreigner, but as a non-native speaker, but certainly lovely to listen to. And you have a lot of Irish family too? Ah, much. Okay. I heard in Belgium they went a year without a government, so the country went chaos. We're probably in for another one of those bouts next year. It's probably gonna happen again. Like, stay tuned. Is my piece of advice. You beat the game, nice! Or did I? Really this time. But I thought there were 16 worlds. Why did I read online the other day that there were 16? Yeah, of course. I mean, I work for customs now. Even if we go without a government, we're still gonna exist. There are 16. Yeah, but it's not over for real then. Thanks, Colix. I can't remember how they get introduced though. As long as it's not just replaying through them as Luigi. Because that would be pretty lame. Ah, okay. Hang on. Or do you have to go free Luigi? Ah, yeah, that's what it is.
Help me!
Help me! I'm not done, Quillix. I'm not done with the game. Save complete. Okay, I got a 2-star save. New game plus.
Play.
No, it's actually extra levels. I think a lot of the levels are just variations, challenge runs, but there are some new levels too. Yeah, I believe this one But isn't it the same as the first level? Same with this one. Same with this one. Same with this one. Yeah, they're all levels I've already played. Maybe a bit more difficult, I don't know.
Wow!
Let's go.
Okay, not in the same order, I suppose. Yeah, because you have that thing. It's the special Tanuki suit. Some of them are new, some of them are remixed. Okay. And in the remixed levels, the coins are not in the same locations as they were before. I suppose. Now, actually, I'm not sure if I've played this level before. In the first batch. From your memory, at least. But I believe you're right. Poisonous shrooms. Luigi kidnapped Luigi. Ah, no, never mind. I have played this. Because I do remember that little tunnel. And then there's another one at the back there. Ah! Silly! Hey, remember Nintendo Maniacs? I do remember it, yeah. What about it? Yeah, oops indeed. I didn't make the website, but I used to write for them. Like, even before Cube 3. When I was a young lad. Way cooler and attractive than I am now. A young lad. That was 20 years ago, give or take. Damn, this guy knows more Rudy lore than me. Yeah, I'm surprised actually. Where does all that knowledge come from? Didn't think I was a subject worthy of study. Yeah, Morgan. Thank you for reassuring me. I made 2 coins. He's the editor on the Rudipedia. Of the Rudipedia, yeah. I only found 1 coin. Where are they? It's probably gonna become more challenging now. Finding them all. Well, the second one was on the way up here, so... Where is it? Back there? I have no idea. Falling down there is probably not gonna help a thing. Wait a second. No, okay, in the foreground. Yeah, but I'm still missing 1, though. But I might not have enough time to find it. I don't know. There's a coin. Yeah, but you don't want to break the block, though. Okay, well, not much time left now to get to the end of the level. Ideally with the Tanuki suit intact. Okie dokie. I don't know if it's because now it's a bit overcast, but it feels less hot in the apartment at the moment. Yeah, make sure you take breaks. Yeah, that reminds me. My drink is all gone warm now. What's that? Oh, it keeps track of your best time.
Let's to go.
Oh, this was a thing in this game. Ah, just like in Super Mario Galaxy, I guess. Ah! Yeah, and these spikes were not there before. Ouch. I want to hit the touch screen and get that item, but it's hard to reach. Whoa. What was that? I mean, when you think about it, Rudy has such an amazing biography. How is it amazing? Where am I even going? Cube 3 game reviewer. It's fair that that's something that's happened to me, yeah. But so did Mush. Mush was a Cube 3 reviewer too. They come back to life. Indeed. Do you still have the Instagram page with your collection? Yes, it's still there, though I haven't really posted anything on that in a while. Especially not games. It's kind of a mixture of a personal page and collection page, I guess. Yeah, there's like 50 more Switch games that I could post on there, and the odd older generation game also that I guess I could put on there as well. Although I haven't really bought many of these. Yeah, that's it, that's the one, yeah. I don't really post all that much on there though. Stories every now and then.
Wow.
Let's go.
Oh, wait. That's a new one, I think. Or it resembles the other one, but... if you posted nudes, maybe it would increase. Yeah, but Morgan has already suggested that I open an OnlyFans for that. What kind of item is that? Ah, it's a fireball. I think you would earn more than on Twitch. Maybe. I don't know. Some people here need to take cold showers. Oh, I almost didn't make it. Please no making fun though. Bum, bum, bum. We need to watch Rudy take a cold shower. Why a cold shower? I mean, yeah, when it's hot, okay, yeah, sure, but I don't want to catch cold, you know? What, that's it? That's all there was in there? What kind of emote is that? A hammer? How did I not know you have Instagram? Well, subscribe for more, what can I say? You should follow. I still have only found one of those star coins. This is Citra on PC, the 3DS emulator, and this is a Wii U Pro controller. But I think this is it, right? In this area, I don't think I'm gonna find any more. Okay, let's leave. That looks like the end. Ah, that thing again. Yeah, give me more time actually to explore. Well, I quite like how nice the 3DS games look with this emulator. The fact that you can put them in HD. Don't think I'm gonna find all the stuff I'm supposed to find. Okay, I can probably make it to that platform. As long as I don't overshoot it. Yeah, that's coin number 3. Figures. The one at the top is the real one. The other ones are cardboard cutouts. And I got the top of the flagpole, but I gotta play the level again. Wahoo! Excuse me, there were some comments I missed in the chat. Monica said, have you seen what some people make from OnlyFans? It's honestly shocking. What, the amount of money? I'm sure attractive young women make a lot of money from that, yeah, but not old me. I doubt it. There are also probably a lot of people who struggle to even make a cent from that place. It's likely.
Let's go.
You probably only hear about those that make a ton of money. Yeah, but I'm not... I don't know, yeah, maybe there would be a few normal people in there, but a lot of creeps too. For young, attractive gamer viewers. Yeah, right. I would do OnlyFans with a partner, not alone. Oh. Goodbye, Mario, I guess. I wouldn't do an OnlyFans at all, even with a partner. Well, everyone has their own preferences. I don't think I would want to make one even with a partner either. I mean, I liked to keep that aspect of my life private and not make it public knowledge. Rudy is free for partnering up. Oh, that's true, yeah, but not for an OnlyFans, though. Wait a minute. I believe I haven't made it to that platform yet. That red one there. That's probably where that thing is. I'm with Mush. Even if you made it big, it's a bit too scary. Yeah. I think men who do OnlyFans usually have male fans. Yeah. And I'm not into that sort of kink, so no thanks. I mean, sure, there could be exceptions, but don't think I am that kind of material. Probably not. Yeah, there's the coin I missed. It's gonna be tough to aim for it, though. Well, I'm surprised I aimed it right. It's a scary place, the internet, yeah. There's a good chance that a lot of people who are in that kind of business are also getting stalked in real life or something. Call my life boring if you want, but I like my peace and quiet. And the knowledge that nobody is gonna try to stalk me at my door or something. Okay. Level completed. Well, this one was made in a style of another level that I've already played, but it was new. Some of the stuff you see in there is new. Well, not seen in another level anyway. I don't know, with the way Morgan talks sometimes, maybe you earned your first stalker. Please be nice though, please be nice. This level I've already seen. Okay, that was coin number 1. I've been more afraid of stalking after the what? Chilla's Art Games? What's that? What's that, Monica? We all know Mush is the true stalker after me. Yahoo! Hurry, hurry. Coin. Maybe I need to bounce off that Goomba. Why did that happen? Oh, is that the Japanese guy that makes short horror games? I mean, I have photos of tons. Rudy saved on my computer. Please don't say that. Even if it's true, I'm better off not knowing. What, because that guy was stalked? Is that what you were getting at? It was for the emotes? Yeah, okay, fair enough then. I've had people try to convince me to replace yours with some that they made and which I would have to pay for it. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that, Quillix? I said not in a million years. Okay, cool, I got it. I have a lot of material of your body to create emotes. Chilla's art makes short horror games, yeah? And 3 of them is about women and stalking. Ah, yeah, I think I know what you mean then. Ah, crap. Yeah, it's ringing a bell now. Ah! Generic soulless stuff. It follows you around even. I can't get out now. Okay. Stalking is a big problem in Japan, okay. Sometimes it feels like there are kinks that only exist in Japan. I'm sure it's a big problem elsewhere too, but I personally know some girls who are stalked. Yeah. And groping in public transport as well, by the sound of it. Ah! Oof. Thank God I managed to get the top. Wahoo! The closing shift, the karaoke, and parasocial. Great horror games, but man, I felt strange about being out late alone. I don't know, maybe it's less of a problem where you are from, I imagine. Or maybe I'm thinking completely wrong and my assumption is completely off the mark, but... I could be completely wrong, having never been there, but... Denmark does not come across to me as a place that's, like, more dangerous than anywhere else.
Wow. Mario, help me.
Ah! Quite literally. And you still gotta find the 3 coins within that allotted time. That was number 1. 22. But there's no time for that though. Well, I got all 3 coins. Excuse me, usually it's internet stalking, and well, our police is pretty good at listening and helping. Ah, so he's free now? Mario Kart 8 style. I took a risk there, not using the Tanuki suit, but it was a calculated one. Apparently we had our first serial killer not too long ago. He was caught after the second girl he killed, luckily, but yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Yes, too bad for the first 2, but well. Ah yeah, you can play as Luigi now, I guess. Not that it makes a huge difference, I'm sure. I'm probably gonna try him for a couple minutes.
Luigi.
Only to decide that I don't like the way he moves.
Wow. Let's go.
He jumps a bit higher, maybe. He doesn't have that floaty jump that he has in some games. Ah. It's an auto-scroller that doesn't make it easy. I don't know, I'd like to keep that Tanuki suit if I can help it. Alright. I can't see. Well, I just saw the 3rd coin. What else is there up there? Not taking any chances. Aya is the kitsune, is not a tanuki, Luigi. I guess we'll see it a bit more up close.
Yeah.
Yeah, well... They don't feel all that different, I guess.
Yoo-hoo!
Nice little difference, yep. Well, it's just like the cats, I think, in in 3D World. I think they're all slightly different looking cats. Like, the suit will look a little bit different depending on who is wearing it.
Let's go.
Let's go! What's that here? I guess, okay, it was a path you could follow in the original version of this level that they just patched up, I guess, in this case. Actually, I just don't want to find myself in the end not able to reach the flagpole because I lost it. Oh, okay, so that's all it was. Bit pointless then. The time it took me to kill it is just about the amount of time I got back for doing so. Alright, didn't want to take any chances. Uh, 2-3.
Let's go.
I've already played this one, I believe. Or whatever. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Go, 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 go. Okay. Ah! Ah, no, no! Damn that trap! But I hope I didn't miss a coin by having to leave that platform early. I believe I must have. Also, I thought I heard a coin. No? Guess I'll have to try again. I just saw a coin down there. Yeah, but that's the third one, though. Well, let's finish the level. I'll play it a second time then. Save complete. Yeah, I'll take a break when it's my dinner time.
Let's go.
Can't remember what these things are called, actually. Okay, well, the second coin is sometime after the checkpoint. Since coin number 1 is right before it. Da, da. But I believe it might be on the first rail down there. No? If you go all the way right. No? I guess not. Okay. Ah! Damn. Damn. Careful. It's nothing to do with collecting all the red coins, right? It usually isn't. Well, I got something useful at least. I thought I had heard a coin when I was in that around that area earlier. Ah! Damn! standing on the wrong side of the platform and was moving away. Ah! Too late. Well, I have to try again for the coin. Is that the flagpole already, or... No, not yet. Okay, well, we're done with this one, I believe. Okie dokie, next.
Woohoo!
Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Special 2-4. Goodbye, Mario. Yeah, I should have aimed for that Goomba. I know it now. Oh. Oh, and there was a coin up there, actually. Da-da-da-da. It doesn't make a huge difference, I suppose, whether you have a one Tanuki suit or the other. The thing about the stone statue is, I guess, more symbolic than anything else. 2 out of 3. Great. Just great. Huh. Well, there was a real one. And I guess that's it. I wonder if... Yeah, it probably doesn't do anything. I'm looking around to see if I can't see that coin somewhere so I don't miss it, but... I end up losing. Okay, I'll get the real one up. I saw the coin down there. Okie dokie. 2-4 completed.
Woohoo! Wow.
Let's go.
I see, yeah, we've already had this one, but it's a more complicated version of the same level, I guess. It's a long jump I wanted to do. Yeah, I should probably turn all these things on. Ah! Damn it! No! But there's nothing I can do. It's tricky. keep getting confused. Well, yeah, sure enough, it's here, but... Well, that was coin number 1. Checkpoint. Uh-huh. So many different blocks. Okay. Ah, well, it's a good thing I took this one. Could have been sent forward in the level and not realized that I was not going the right way. Whoa, 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 what's happening? I'm gonna have to do this again. Yeah, but this is annoying because I can't get out of it in time. Okay. Are you kidding me? Okay. Still missing coin though. No, I have to jump immediately. Yeah, but I'm still missing a coin though. Do 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 do.
Wow. Let's go.
Okay, so coin number 2 must be... No, number 3 must be more towards the end of the level, I suppose. Well, I see only 3 blocks here, so it must be sometime after. But I wonder where this thing goes, really. Why is this thing... Ah, I see. Okay, yeah, there's another platform to the side, I believe. Okay. Well, I had not seen it. You know what? I already got the flagpole, so... You know, it's warm outside when we get shirtless, Rudy. Indeed, indeed. I feel like it's getting a little better, but, well, the thermometer still seems to say the same temperature, so... I believe it's really the fact that I'm not wearing a shirt that's really making all the difference in the temperature felt, shall we say. It doesn't affect the real temperature, but how I feel about it.
Wow. Let's go.
Only 23 here, but it's still morning. Yeah, you guys will probably get it just as hot as we did it, and if it's already 23 in the morning. I believe it was 23 when I got up. Like around noon. The fact that this platform has this extra plank to the left kind of makes me think that maybe there's something over that way, but I don't see anything, so... Well, hold on. No. Probably not. Was there a large coin back there? Because yeah, I did get through the checkpoint, but I was thinking maybe the first one is after the checkpoint. No, never mind. I really did miss one. I didn't see anything. Where was it? Ah, yes. Okay. Okay. Just saw it. That's all the coins. What, you don't have to defeat a boss? Okay. Wahoo! You gotta do what you gotta do when it's warm. Yep, exactly. There's only so much that my body can endure. I'm only a human being. This one resembles a level I've already played, but only resembles. Doesn't appear to be the same. No, Rudy. That's careless. Watch out. Ah, well. So much for that. Nothing here. Ah! Hello, coin. On the way down. At least I know where it is now. Nah, it's just a coin, not a power-up. Bob, I'll keep going straight. Whoa. This one's gonna be tough. Nah, with the Tanuki suit to slow down my descent, I guess it would be easier, but... Should I use it here? No! Fuck's sake, I don't have a Tanuki suit anymore now. Ah, I missed the platform. Ah. Ah. I'm really not doing too well. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. It's patience growing short. Okay. Damn, this is scary. Thank God! We're done with this one. 3-1. Okay, moving platforms.
To go.
Moving and spinning. Wait a second, what? Hold on a second. Did I do that?
To go.
Ah, yeah, it's me! If you blow in the mic, these things fly away. Huh.
To go.
Wait. Now. Excellent. Now, I guess the rest of the time blowing in the mic doesn't do anything. Other than, well, getting me distracted and dying. It's completely useless, but I like it. Coin number 1. Coin number 2. You're gonna go? Well, you're welcome, Monica. I'll be off myself in not too long to have dinner, and I'll be streaming again later tonight, but you have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your day, and see you next time then if I don't see you again today. Have a good one, and thank you so much. Where's the third coin? Ah, there it is. But that's good. At least I don't have to look for it. Okay. Made quick work of this one. I like it. Okay, what time is it? Well, I probably have time for one more. One or two more, we'll see. Yeah, I'll take a break in not too long.
Let's go.
Excuse me, I'm trying to think. Never mind. Okay. I believe I missed a coin over that way. Yeah, okay, there it was. But now I'm running short on time, though. I'm not so tight anymore. Hold on, because I need the touch screen. Oh, that was probably not necessary, actually. Well. Well, this one was quick. Let's do one more. Just one more. And then I'll be back later tonight anyway, so, more streaming. Taking advantage of the fact I don't have to work.
Let's go.
I hope it's the first coin. Ah, shit. Yeah, I feel like I played that level not that long ago, actually. It is part of those that I played earlier this afternoon, I believe. Oh yeah, I definitely recognize it now. Mm-hmm. No! Oh, thank God. Fuck! Okay. Okay. Well, that's it then. I will stop part 2 of this playthrough here, and after I've had dinner, taken a sanitary shower, and took some time to relax my eyes and stuff from playing this game also, I'll be back. Excuse me. Normally, yeah, there we go. If I use a safe state. Okay, there we go. So thank you for watching, people. Then I'll leave you guys here for now. I'll be back a bit later, and we'll continue playing this game tonight, and potentially finish it today. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I don't have to work in the coming few days, so that's also something to look forward to, so I will be able to stream a bit more. Anyway, I'll leave you guys to it then. See you a bit later. Take care.